Alright, I decided I was going to play some Hunt. It's been a little while. Alright, so, um, basically, if you saw my last two videos, great. If you didn't, you probably should go watch those. Um, but basically, there's two different modes. There's bounty hunt mode, where you work together with teammates to hunt two large bosses you have to find somewhere in the map. And then there's quick play, which is a mode where basically you get dropped in a random spot in the map with a random weapon, and you have to go from location to location looking for these things called rifts, which I will constantly refer to as clues as well. Basically, you have to activate four of them. When you activate all four, or when the first player to activate four of them does so, it opens an area called the Wellspring. The Wellspring is a large area that you have to control, and the Wellspring constantly loses energy, which is shown. When the energy reaches zero, if you aren't the Wellspring controller, you die. And then the survivor wins the game. If you win the game, you get a free hunter along with all the stuff they had, and you get to take it to bounty hunt and play with your friends. So it's kind of cool. It's sort of a battle royale kind of a thing. You start with a random weapon, but to keep it fair, there's plenty of weapons dispersed throughout the map that you are free to go find. So you can find some kind of cool stuff. And basically, you're doing this alongside 11 other hunters who can and will do their very best to try and kill you. Because obviously, if they can just knock out competition ahead of time, why wouldn't there? Seeing a player will usually mean a fight. Because it's solos, obviously, trying to be relatively stealthy is important, but, you kind of just do the best you can. Bit of a lengthy explanation, but I'm sure as I play, you'll see there's kind of a lot to this game, really. Basically, the time period of this game is set like 1895, so it's a lot of like turn of the 19th century, brand, old school weaponry, so a lot of lever action rifles, a lot of breech loader rifles, revolvers, things like that. But it's pretty cool. There's zombies and shit. You kill the zombies that are in your way. There's like special kinds. I think like the special infected from Left 4 Dead. If you've played that, pretty similar idea, right? So there's these special types of zombies that obviously pose a lot more of a threat than just the regular zombie, but they're a lot rarer too. And they usually have different tricks and ways to deal with them that are the best, and then some ways to deal with them that are not so good, but sometimes you have to do it if you're in a pinch. It's pretty sick. It's pretty sick. I like it a lot. I like it a lot. I hope it'll be neat. I think it'll be neat. I'm gonna try and win. I mean, I don't really go into this game and be like, I really hope I lose. But, I'll try and win. This is probably the only video, if I do end up making more of these, that I will ever actually sit through this loading screen for, because I always pick the same kind of random weapon every time. Basically, you can choose to have like a random pistol type of weapon, a random shitty shotgun type of weapon, or a random melee weapon. They purposely give you pretty shitty stuff to start with. I always go with the pistol. It's always the best option to me. I always go with that one. So like my setup will never change. So I'm probably just gonna skip this whole part in any other video of this that I ever do, and just skip straight to right about here. So this is where the game starts. Waiting for the players to load in. Alright, I got this looks like the Nagant. It is a single action revolver, I believe. Shoots kind of fast, doesn't do a lot of damage. 7-round drum. Rise up, damned soul, let's go. Alright. So this is our map. Each one of those names is a special location. I'll just speed that up so you can look at it for a second because I know where I'm going. Each one of those names is a special location. Each one of those locations has one of those rift clue things I was telling you about. I wish I didn't have to do that, but I kind of had to. Basically, those birds are not unique to me. They're not there for no reason. If there are hunters nearby me, they just saw a flock of crows fly up from this position, and they just heard the crows scream. So, if anybody saw those, they have an idea. There's a bad dude here, because those only pop off if there's a loud noise or a hunter. And hunters are usually the cause of all loud noises in this game, so... Alright, I found a machete and a chaos bomb. A chaos bomb doesn't do very much. It's sort of a that was an explosion. On the other side of this wall, if you can see that ping, there's a hive. A hive is basically a lady that shoots bees. There she is. So you can see she shot some bees at me. That green health bar means I'm poisoned. While you're poisoned, it distorts your vision and also makes it so you can't see. So that's kind of a bummer. Or it makes it so you can't heal, I should say. This is dark vision. Basically, I can use this to find the clues. It highlights them as those like blue fireflies. So you can basically use that to help you find clues. Like this one. In the top left, you can see it says I've opened one rift. It also... Do I want a shotgun? I'll take a shotgun instead of a melee weapon, yeah. You can see that I found 1 of 4 clues. It also has that number counting down. Those are those wellspring points I was talking about. When that number hits 0, the game ends. And anybody who isn't in control of the wellspring loses. So obviously, as you can imagine, you want to be the person that gets all 4 clues first, so you can kind of choose the terms of your engagement a little bit. I'm going to have to head to a different location because as I open the map, you can see some of those areas are grayed out. Basically means that I can't get a clue in any of those locations. Anybody who knows me may not be surprised that I said I couldn't get a clue, as that's a common occurrence. I don't want those. So I have to move out of those grayed out areas into a non-grayed out area. It's worth mentioning that anytime any player on one map gets 1 clue, the map grays out exactly the same way. So the way the map grays out is randomized, but it's the same for it's the same for all the players in one server. So it kind of condenses the map and it brings everybody closer the more clues you have. So things are going to get a lot spicier as I get closer to my... as I get to my 4th clue. It's another hive. You'll hear this nice... that nice sound, that nice soothing, creepy sound. That's a good thing. If you hear that sound, that means there's no hunters around the clue. If there's a hunter around the clue, well, I'll let you hear what that sounds like, but it's a lot scarier of a noise, and that clue also turns a deep dark red. So you'll be able to tell. Now I got lucky. When I picked up that clue, this area didn't get grayed out, so that means I can pick a second clue from this location. Not all locations have the ability to do that. Some locations only spawn 1 clue in the whole area. But some of them, if you're lucky, you can get more than 1 from. Oh shit. That zombie's an ash guy. The ash guys basically have that armor there around them, you can see. I'm gonna have to go up there, otherwise she's gonna kill me. Oh no. Okay. Oh, we're still alive, huh? Okay. Why are you still alive? Okay, not my best showing. Not my best showing. That was rough. So basically, the hives that are their attack's annoying, but if you shoot them in the head, they just die. The trick with those armored guys is they're extremely resistant to gunfire. You have to use something like a knife and stab them. Anything that makes sort of a stabbing, rending motion, that... Oh, fuck. Alright, somebody got the bowstring, so that'll be interesting. But yeah, so any melee weapon like that, that'll really take care of them. But I want that instead of a shotgun for sure. And I'll take that handgun instead of the one I had. So basically I switched out a shotgun for a rifle, because honestly I just like the rifles better in this game. Also, this is an extremely powerful rifle. There's a hunter. Alright. Wow, so see, this game happens fast. Stuff like that comes out of nowhere. You never know when you're going to get attacked. Ambush is going to be pretty rough. You can see that hunter was actually already looking for me. She probably heard my steps too. This game is extremely sound dependent. A lot of you have to listen almost as much as you have to see, because a lot of it's sound dependent. I'm going to talk in this video a decent amount. Any other videos I do, I will not be. Basically, when somebody has the bowstring controller, dark vision shows them as that orange outline. The closer you get and the less they move, the more that outline tightens up, because as you can see, it's kind of all over the place, but they're not moving like that. It doesn't tell you exactly where they are. I don't think that window can actually be looked out of. Like, if you're in the building, I think that's an attic window that isn't actually usable. Okay, well, somebody else is there. And they also want the bowstring. So, that dude has the wellspring, right? What can I do about it? Well, if you kill the wellspring owner, you're the new wellspring owner. Doesn't matter how many points they took off the wellspring. If you're the person who controls it when it hits 0, you win. It's a hell of an explosion. Okay. So what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to go to this bridge. That's so loud. It's so loud. I hate deep water. What I'm going to do is I'm going to go to this bridge and I'm going to cross this bridge. I'm going to do that because I saw a group of ducks over there and I don't want the sound of ducks taking off to let them know I'm here. That was another explosion. Wow. So basically those dudes are fighting over the bowspring and one of them just got his kill. That's a zombie. One of them's really close to me. Oh, they got me. Alright. Wow. God damn. That happened so fast. I got snuck up on. I was too busy focusing on the fight, and that person crept up on me. And I kind of panicked and tried to shoot, but I just ended up smacking him with my gun. Well, that's it. That's the end of the game. It just happens that fast, though. You know? Alright, that went pretty quick. I think I'll do one more of those and then call this. And this time I can be a little bit quieter and just you can kind of hear with me. Game's a lot of sounds. I decided I had to get some explanation out of the way. Nobody likes that part, but now you're caught up. That's pretty much it. I pretty much told you all you need to know. You might hear an explanation of what an item does on occasion. You're probably going to hear me lose my train of thought, depending on what happens in the game a lot, too. These games are going to be a lot quieter than like 1001 Spikes. A lot less talking. Just not that first one, obviously. Basically, that was a like a post-game analysis kind of. So this gives you the real brief version of what happened, but this breaks it down. Just tells you how many people you killed, what you got, monsters, the whole bit. The whole bit. Alright, so let's try and queue up and see if we can't find another one. It'll be interesting. I'm hoping I can get a win for that soon. Alright, hopefully this second match goes better than the first. Right? I can only hope. I can only hope. Honestly, with me talking a lot less, it probably will. Because then I can actually fucking hear what's going on. Because, as I'm sure my voice is drowning out your audio, it's also drowning out mine. And it's kind of detracting from my focus too, so we'll see. We'll see how the next one goes. It's a shame. It's a shame. I had a good gun. I had a good gun. I might talk out my reasoning for some moves, but honestly, that's partially just because I'm an out loud thinker. Yeah, no, I'm that guy. I'm the kind of guy who jabbers to himself in the corner and like you're not sure if he's talking to you. That's me. Perfect. That's me exactly. Silenced and gone. This is the exact same pistol I had before, just with a silencer. We're starting at Scupper Lake. Alright, let's do some work. I'm ready to win this one. Ready to win this one. Cold-blooded. That's my clue. That's a different location. That is the Chapel of Madonna. I think. Yeah, I don't think that can't be Scupper Lake. I don't think there's a building out there. Oh, there might be one. Well, I'm just not gonna go that way. God damn it. Excuse me? There we go. It's the shutters on that door. Alert trip mines. It's a tripwire you set up. It shoots a flare off when somebody steps on it. It can also blow up barrels. This is a sawn-off version of the rifle I had earlier. That's a sawn-off version of the shotgun I had earlier. My clue's down there. That's much better than this. That was kind of like the armored guy I saw earlier, but they got barbed wire. If you melee them, it hurts. This is basically a pistol converted into a rifle. It shoots low damage shots, but it shoots them accurately and quickly. It doesn't have great range, though. And we're grayed out. Gonna head south. What's the best way out of here? I was gonna say there's a door over here. It looks like fire almost. That water in this lighting. Okay. I said I was headed south. I'm heading east first so I can be on land and not have to run through water. In water, you're just too vulnerable. Those are guard towers. You go in there if you're stupid. Don't use those. It's just like a death trap. Ladder's the only way up. Not good sight. Pretty content with my guns. I'd like to have some throwables, like some dynamite sticks and stuff. I might stop off in the chapel, see if there's anything good. There's a wounded horse. It's gonna whinny if I get too close to it. Makes a lot of noise. Almost got me there. See, that's a dead clue. I can't take that. It's blacked out. Good weapons. Ah, that actually is kind of a good handgun. Yeah, I might take that. No, this one has a silencer. It's weaker, but the silencer's nice. Okay. It's a jar full of bees. You throw it and it attacks the nearest player. Attacks players only. I don't want that. I already have those. Not too bad of a haul. Not too bad of a haul. I'll take it. That's what I'm talking about. 2 wax dynamite sticks. They're covered in wax. It means they don't go out if they fall in water. Normal dynamite gets extinguished. They're gonna have to be dealt with. Hive's gotta go. Gotta get a headshot. Down. Birds don't matter, hopefully. I don't want a shotgun. I'll see what those 2 guns are. Look like handguns. Probably not interested. No. I don't want a sword. Sword's pretty good. Don't want it, though. Big explosion to the southwest. That was some sort of dynamite stick or an explosive barrel or some. A gunshot was not that far away. Don't go through the cornfield. Uh-oh. God damn it. Ah, shit. Well,